Namaste. And welcome. Thank you for joining me. This class will be about equanimity. Upekṣhā. Upekṣhā is the Sanskrit term used by Patanjali for equanimity. And it is one of the four sublime attitudes, or Brahma Vihari, along with loving kindness, compassion, and joy. Equanimity is related to the idea of dispassion, or Vairāgya. And Patanjali uses Vairāgya and Abhyāsa, or this non-attachment and steady practice as the means for liberation. And we know how life can sometimes stir up a tempest of emotions which buffet our sensibilities, and drown out our rational mind, and eventually realize that they will subside if we do not cling to them, become attached to those emotions, and identify with them. We just need to remind ourselves that this too shall pass, and try and take a broader view, a bigger perspective of things that are happening. So just don't take everything too personally, and we'll begin taking a comfortable seat and invoking the spirit of equanimity into our practice. So neither what the Bhagavad Gita says, Krishna telling Arjuna, perform your duty equiposed. O Arjuna, abandoning all attachment to success or failure, such equanimity is called yoga. So breathe with this spirit of equanimity, self-acceptance, peace, and let it connect you to the other sublime attitudes of joy and compassion and loving kindness. Now, to enhance this sense of balance and equanimity, we're going to practice Nadi Shodhanam, the alternate nostril breath. And to do that, you want to be able to sit up straight, roll the shoulders back, and have a plumb line from the crown of the head to the sitting bones. So you may need to move around a bit and feel where that balance point is, so that you're equipoised, balanced over those sitting bones. And then using whichever hand you choose to close or open one nostril at a time with this mudra, this Vishnu mudra. And try not to let the chin drop down to the hand, but keep the hand lifted up so the head and the chin are level. Okay, then start breathing in through both nostrils, fill the lungs. The top of the inhale, close the left, begin exhaling right, counting to 3. Inhale to that same count of 3. The top of your inhale, switch sides, exhale left, same count of 3. Inhale, same count of 3. And follow that same pattern, switching at the top of the inhale, exhaling and inhaling equal time. So if it's comfortable for you to lengthen the breath to a count of 4 or 5, do so, so that you can take complete breaths in and complete breaths out. That's good. You have good posture. Balancing the right and left energy channels or nadis. The ones terminating in the nostrils are called the Ida and Pingala. And rest the hands down. So, sense how you're feeling now in the breath and whether there's equality between the two nostrils. Now I'll ask you to come up to standing. Separating the feet hip distance or wider, bend the knees and rest the hands on top of the thighs for support. Now with your breath flowing in, lift the sitting bones, look upward on the inhale, and on your exhale, look downwards, tuck the tailbone, tighten the tummy. And bring your awareness into the spine and how each vertebrae is flexing and extending like a chain reaction, rippling up and down the entire length of the spine, from the tip of the tailbone, gradually rising to the crown on the inhale, and then back down through the spine on the exhale. And then straight back up. And let's make some giant circles, the arms lifting on the inhale and reaching behind and down on the exhale. Beautiful. Getting a full stretch from the soles of the feet to the tips of the fingers. Perfect. Have another round. And then clasp the hands behind the back and draw the shoulder blades in. Lift the heart up and lift the eyes. Have a little back bend. Squeezing the buttocks, tightening the thighs. And then inhale, lift the head up. Good. Release the hands, widen the feet. And start to glide from side to side with the hands on the knees. And if you wish to bring the hands to the floor and walk the hands from side to side. And then lifting up once more with the feet wide, we're going to clasp hands again. Yoga Mudra behind the back. Squeeze the kneecaps, lift the heart, and draw the shoulder blades in. Start to fold forward. The knuckles lifting up and over the back. Keep squeezing, lifting the kneecaps, lengthening the back of the neck. And another complete breath. Release the hands down and step the feet back to table pose. And spreading the fingers, claw the mat. And balance on the left knee, lift the right leg up. And draw the right thigh bone up into the hip. Keep that right hip level with the left, and then balance on the right arm, lift the left arm up. Inhale, lift and extend. And exhale, draw in to integrate and strengthen. Equal inhalations and exhalations, sustaining the pose with equipoise. And rest the hands and knees back to the mat. And switch to the next side, lifting the left leg. And using muscular energy to connect that thigh bone safely into the hip socket. Balance and lift the right arm. And muscular energy drawing that right arm bone back into the shoulder socket, and the shoulder blade into the back. Good breath. And you're balanced, beautiful. Rest, release the hands and knees down. And with knees touching, circle the hips. Round and around. And then the opposite direction, circling hips. And come back to table pose. And what we're going to do is lift the right knee, turn it out to the right side, and bring the right heel up behind the left knee. Then sweep the left hand back, bind on, holding that ankle with the left hand, lift it up so the right knee can lift. Keep breathing, you're balanced, beautiful. Release and rest the hands and knees. Next, on the left side, turn the left knee out and bring that left ankle up behind the right knee. Reach back with the right hand and hold on to the ankle so you can lift up and balance now. Beautiful. Deep breath. Excellent. You look great. Release that bind and come to downward dog. Curl the toes under, lift up the knees, and press the hips back to Adho Mukha Svanasana. And find a comfortable place for the hands and feet, wide and steady. And the breath comfortably flowing, inhalation to exhalation with equal length. And looking forward, step the right foot up between the hands, lower the left knee down. And climb hands up to the right knee. Use the core muscles of the pelvis to draw into the center line and strengthen through the legs to really press into the floor. Deep roots growing into the earth, and then grow up through the arms and fingers to this Anjaneyasana with big, juicy breaths. Awesome, so pretty. And lower hands down. And start to straighten the front knee. Move the heel forward a couple inches so you can stay upright over the back knee. And then lift up with the inhalation, lengthening the front of the body. On your exhale, squeeze, tighten the tummy, and fold forward. The bigger your breath, the easier the stretch. Okay. And bring the left hand under the left shoulder, even widen the left hand off the mat if you wish to, and reach up through the right arm, twisting to that side, and revolved. Stretch to the fingertips. Yes, that's right. And bring the right hand down, step the right foot back. And now bring the left foot through. Okay. Bend the left knee so you're in this low lunge and the hands are lifting onto the left knee. Giving you time to feel the strength of the pelvis, legs, abdomen holding you ground. And then your arms will lift with confidence, ease, and no restriction to the breath, so it can flow equally in and out at its own natural pace. Now bring the hands down and walk that left heel forward an inch or two. Start to lift up the toes. And then inhale, roll the shoulders back, lengthen the neck. Exhale and tighten the tummy. You're going to fold a little over that left hip, just gradually increasing with each breath out. Lengthen and fold. Very good. You're getting so flexible. And bring the right hand under the right shoulder, widen it to the side of the mat, and then twist to the left side, open the left arm, and keep squeezing the left knee and hugging the legs to the midline. Keep that muscular energy in the core of the pelvis. And then release the hand down. That was great. Take the left foot back. Let's come back to downward dog. Strengthen the fingers and hands to really claw into the floor. Hug the inner arms into midline so the shoulder blades stay very strongly connected to the back. Good. And lower knees down. Roll the hips, chest forward. Arms in front to prayer. The full pranam, this beautiful offering. Making equanimity our objective and goal. Upekṣhā. 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 Bring the hands back to either side of the chest and slowly roll the chest, shoulders up to cobra pose. Very good. And lower the chest down. And bend both knees for bow pose. Either hold ankles, or if you're not able to hold the ankles, keep the hands on the mat and repeat cobra pose with knees bent. Otherwise, holding the ankles, try lifting up with the knees and thighs. Good job. Another breath. And last, biggest breath now. And lower, release. And turn chin to the side. Windshield wiper the heels, some to rest. And release. Let it go. When you're ready, push up to table pose and widen the knees, sitting back to the heels now in child's pose. Bowing the head down, and if the forehead doesn't touch the floor, support with your hands like a fist or a prayer. To now rise up to stand and walk forward to the front of the mat. Great. There we go. And picking the spot on the floor as your focal point. Feel through the soles of your feet how you're pressing into the earth, and use all four corners of each foot. Balance the head, neck, and trunk right over the feet. Good. Now please step right foot back, warrior one. Bend the left knee and make sure the feet have a good solid foundation for lifting the arms. Good. That's great. Draw the navel in to lengthen the tailbone and press down through the back heel to lift up with the thumbnails. Get that nice long line of energy through the spine, the back side of the body. Good. Now tap the back foot in, balance on the front leg, and on the back, we'll balance toe touch with the back foot. Come to warrior three when you're ready with the back foot floating off the floor. Go slowly, progressively, incrementally, lifting the back thigh higher. And then when you're ready to rest, bring both feet down together and press to lengthen. And rest, relax, and shake it out. Let it go. That was then. This is now. We're going to balance now with the warrior with the right foot forward, the left foot back. Looking at the feet sometimes brings more attention to them, so you're more aware of how you're holding. Good. And then lift up in the arms. And with equal inhalation, exhalation, explore through the pose, bringing attention equally to the back side of the body as much as the front. Right? It's easy to just go into a big, back bend, but also expand in the lower back, the back of the neck. Now we're going to Warrior 3. Tap the back foot in. Balance on the right leg and toe touch with the back toes. Find your balance without locking out that standing leg. Gaze at a spot in front of you and very slowly begin lifting the back leg up. Trying to keep hips level. Trying to keep awareness in the back of the neck, the spine, the back of the shoulders. And when you're finished, rest the feet together, stretch up through the arms, and relax down. Excellent. Now we can move ahead with chair pose. So feet close together, squatting down with the hips, Utkatasana. And lift the arms and draw the arm bones down into the shoulders, and the shoulder blades down into the back. With core strength, sitting a little deeper on the exhale. Very good. Shoulders back, chin level. And we're going to stand now to release and let go with the arms. Right. And building on that, we'll do eagle pose, Garudasana. Start with the arms wide and then sweep the right arm under the left, crossing the elbows, hooking the hands together in front of the face. And lift the elbows, draw the shoulders back, the navel in, and then go down once more into your squat. Bend both knees. Good. Then you're going to toe touch with the right foot, cross the right knee over the left, and then squeeze the legs together. All right. Remember, shoulders back, navel in. Eventually, try taking those toes off and balance on just the left leg. Good job. Good. Squeeze the legs, the arms together. All right. Release it with grace. Lift up, expand. And then rest your wings, your eagle wings. Right? So now we do the opposite, left under right, and clasp again here. Now turn to the other side and bend the knees, squat down. So we're keeping the shoulders back, so it's not a forward fold, but a squat with balance on the right leg, cross the left knee over the right, and squeeze the legs together and the shoulders, blades in, the navel in, and we're doing it, we're balancing. Another breath. Yes, you did it. Press the feet down, lift the arms up. Get a big full body stretch. And release. Very good. Next, let's do our warrior 2. Step the left foot forward, the right foot back, and turn the right toes out 90 degrees. Good. Looking at the feet, the left toes are pointed straight ahead, and the outer edge of the right foot is parallel with the end of the mat. And this we want to widen the front of the pelvis and not let the front knee turn in. Reaching wide with the arms, roll the shoulders back, lift the heart, and exhale, tuck in the tummy. You're going to strengthen thigh muscles to pull you deeper into that pose. Inhale, armpits lifting, and exhale, tightening through the legs. Deepen. Good. Very good. Now, moving on to half moon pose. We'll just tap the back foot in a little closer. Bring the left fingertips to the floor underneath the left shoulder. And then lift the right leg up, holding it horizontal. And perhaps even opening the right arm. All right, good. You're doing great. Take that final breath and then fold forward, feet together into a relaxed forward fold with knees soft, neck loose. Inhale, roll the back up. And take a resting breath. Before we go to the next side, step the left foot back, warrior 2. I'm just going to turn around and see how this side of the room's doing. The arms at shoulder height. Okay, so it never hurts to look at the feet, see where they're pointed. Good, that's right. Inhale, brightness. Exhale, core strength, making this pose work a little bit here. It's those strong thigh and leg muscles that are going to hold you steady in the balance. Are you ready for that half moon, Ardha Chandrasana? Begin. Left hand to left hip. Tap the back foot closer. And then right hand down under the right shoulder. Back a little bit. And then we'll lift that left leg. And gradually lift the left arm. Keep core working, muscles in the abdomen engaged. Awesome, good, great. And release it down. You deserve a rest in that forward bend there. So just loosen up the hips, the spine, the neck. Let your body flow and move any way it wants. All right, and we'll come back up standing for one more standing balance pose. Vrikshasana, our tree pose. And there are many variations. People practice with this. Start just by pressing palms together over the heart, rolling the shoulders back, and engaging the core and the abdomen to press down through the legs, cement the feet into the floor. And bring your gaze to focus at one spot in front of you. Shift your weight to the left leg, toe touch with the right foot. Then you're going to pivot the right knee to the right side 90 degrees. Remember to breathe. And very gradually start lifting that right foot until you can press the right foot against the inner left shin. It's fine to stay like this, or explore other variations, some with arms lifted. Congratulations, and press the feet down. Take one more stretch before lowering the arms. And sometimes as you get a little concerned in those balance poses, you kind of get contracted and draw in. You have to have an equal amount of expansion as we have contraction. So practice again with the right leg standing. Toe touch with the left foot, and turn the left knee out. Squeeze the shoulder blades in, the navel to the spine, and you're on your way to balancing on the right leg in Vrikshasana. Just letting your breath guide you to whatever version of the pose is most balanced. That you can expand fully on the inhalation, lifting to your full height. And root deeper on the exhalation, cementing your foundation stronger. All right, then take rest with the arms and the feet, and we'll come down to seated. And taking the seat and lifting the knees. I'm going to find balance on the sitting bones to lift up the feet into boat pose, Navasana. Keeping the shoulders back, the chin up. And you can even try straightening the legs, taking the hands away, maintaining the breath. Very strong. You're very powerful yogis. Okay, lower the heels down. Widen the feet and reach in between the legs. And choices are either holding on to the ankles, the outer edges, or the big toes, or maybe just staying here with the hands behind the thighs and going back into balance, but now with the legs wide apart. So you can find the balance with toe bind. Go here. Wonderful balance. Good. Now leave the legs wide and carefully lower the heels down and so we can have a wide leg forward bend. So legs to a wide angle and throwing the lower back in, lifting the chest. So there's equal amount of expansion in the front of the body and the back of the body. And walking the hands forward an inch at a time, and then waiting for the breath to guide you deeper. Paying equal attention to the inhalation as it lengthens, expands, and brings awareness to every part of the body. Exhaling deeper into the fold. returning on this journey of awareness and awakening without attachment to the fruits, whether it's success or failure. And lift the head up and come to a seated twist. So bring the knees up. And then pull the right heel underneath and back. Hug the left knee into the chest, lifting up. And then wrap the right elbow in front of the shin. Turn and look over the left shoulder. And add any other variation that seems appropriate and normal for you. If you cross over with the foot or the elbow, you can try those variations. Being always mindful that the breath is the most important consideration. That however much time and you devote to the inhalation, you give equal time to the exhalation. Now returning back to the front, switch sides with the right knee lifted and the left heel drawing under. Hug the right shin, lift the heart. And then twist around to the right side at whatever degree of difficulty is appropriate. Silently, mentally counting to yourself the length of the inhalation to match with the same length on the exhalation. And then returning to the center. Right. We'll cradle the right leg, circling, and then sort of sawing that ankle in front, bringing it up towards the chest, maybe even holding around the outside of the shin. Good. And then release that leg and repeat with the left side. Bring that left knee back. And then bringing the shin in front of the chest. You could try holding underneath the outside of the ankle and shin, or wrapping the elbow around the arch of the foot. Good. And release the side. Just use a blanket to sit on if you wish to. Lift up the hips a little for our cow face pose, Gomukhasana. Okay. So this will bring that right heel back and then the left heel back. So the knees are in front, one knee on top of the other. Move the buttocks back. And then lift up the heart. Good. Doing very well with this awkward kind of pose. Good. Try and keep the ankles strong. They're not sickling to the side. The lower back draws in. And you can devote your attention to the breath, equalizing in and out. And some folks would like to fold forward, stretching a little more in the hips. Let's switch sides. Uncrossing that. Bring the left knee down in front and the right knee stacked on top. So sort of the knees to align one over the other as best we can. And then move the sitting bones back, apart. Strengthen the ankles, draw the lower back in. And here we breathe. Or, if you choose to, begin folding forward. Keeping that heart brilliant, shining, buoyant. And finishing, we'll lift up on an inhale and recline onto the back. Okay. Please hug the knees into the chest. Inhale, relaxing the arms, letting the shoulders and head rest. And with the exhalation, squeezing the knees a little closer. With expansion on the inhale and contraction on the exhale. With each of equal importance. Now rest the feet down to the mat. Widen the feet to the side edges of the mat. And windshield wiper both knees to the right. Open the arms and gaze to the left. Next, switch sides with the knees crossing to the left side, and your head turning to the right. And lift the knees once again. Press the feet down so the buttocks can lift. And slide the backs of the hands underneath the buttocks, lowering down onto your hands. Lift up one leg at a time. And invert the legs to your comfortable capacity. And at whatever point this pose is no longer sustainable or useful to you, just bring the feet back to rest on the mat. If you're still finding benefit in the pose or wish to try any other variations, explore what your body's yearning for or needing. Maybe it's circling the ankles or taking the legs up and over into plow. Up to shoulder stand. Or inventing your own sort of balance pose. Maybe you have some way to balance, bind. And you're finished playing with the inversions, you're going to come back to rest in happy baby. Knees wide and holding ankles or feet, pulling knees downward. Releasing any tension in the neck. Having as much fun as a baby rolling around on the floor. And moving towards Shavasana, stretching the legs down and out. We're taking a final full body stretch. And when you're ready for a final relaxation, bring the arms down along your side with enough space to tuck the shoulder blades under the back and let the palms face up. Make sure you'll be warm enough, comfortable, restful, and relaxed in your Shavasana pose. I guess I throw it to your eyes to dim the lights a bit. One more. Now. I've been such good yoga students. You deserve a special treat. So I have the poem which matches my theme of equanimity. It's called If, by Rudyard Kipling. If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you, if you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too, if you can wait and not be tired by waiting, or being lied about, don't deal in lies. Or being hated, don't give way to hating. And yet don't look too good, nor talk too wise. If you can dream and not make dreams your master. If you can think and not make thoughts your aim. If you can meet with triumph and disaster, and treat those two impostors just the same. If you can bear to hear the truth you've spoken, twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools, or watch the things you gave your life to broken, and stoop and build them up with worn-out tools. If you can make one heap of all your winnings and risk it on one turn of pitch and toss, and lose and start again at your beginnings, and never breathe a word about your loss. If you can force your heart and nerve and sinew to serve your turn long after they are gone, and so hold on when there's nothing in you, except the will which says to them, hold on. If you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings, nor lose the common touch, if neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you, but none too much, if you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance run, yours is the earth and everything that's in it. And which is more, you'll be a man, my son. Begin to deepen your breath. Sensing the flow of air once more in the nostrils. And testing the equality of the right and left nostril dominance to see if there's more equality there now. And then begin to move and stretch, awaken the muscles throughout your body. As you're ready, then turn to the side in a fetal position, waiting for your body to be fully awake, mind to be alert, conscious of the space around you. You can come back to an easy seated pose, refreshed, rejuvenated, awake and alert. I continue with our day with a greater sense of equanimity, balance, a broader perspective maybe. I bow to that equanimity in each of you. Namaste.